friends, and welcome to Tuesdays at Taiga. I'm Blake. This is episode 23. I am feeling overwhelmed, as I'm sure you all are, about the constant struggle to really determine what is the perfect diet. Not diet, I mean diet, like how you eat from day to day, in a way that is healthful and life-giving and supportive of your systems and your organs. And I think it's overwhelming for everybody right now, because the reality is, and I wish it wasn't true, but the reality is everybody that walks in this door has a host of very similar symptoms, whether it be gut issues or stress or anxiety, whether it be just not having energy, having painful joints and things like that. I have similar things. I have gut issues that I'm trying to resolve that are really frustrating to me as somebody who took out all the crap a long time ago. I mean, I took it out a long time ago. I've been very conscious of this for so many years. So the fact that I'm struggling with the gut issues, really, it's overwhelming to me. I know it's overwhelming to the average person, but it's really overwhelming to me as someone who's trying to help the average person. So I just wanted to touch on some of those things today to shed some light on what I'm thinking, where I am with all of this, and trying to really navigate through all the very conflicting information that's out there right now. And I think it's conflicting because I don't think anyone really actually knows for sure. But we know this. We know that there's been a series of decades of our food system, our medical system, our pharmaceutical systems that have really been detrimental and destructive to all of us. And whether it be intentional or not, it's not the point. But the fact that we are all struggling with these things, what I'm understanding is all of these layers are being uncovered right now, but the damage has already been done to some degree. So we're trying to undo the damage, reverse the damage, and then prevent further damage. The way that you prevent this is by 100% take out all the crappy processed, artificial, dead foods. Start there. And take out things that we now know are irritating to a system that's already unstable or imbalanced. Now, 100 years ago, wheat wasn't a problem, but today it is for so many people for a variety of reasons, whether it be the glyphosate from the GMO crops, whether it be from, just having the damage already done to our guts, and anything inflammatory just blows it up and creates more issues. The inflammatory foods are a big source of imbalance, creating issues in the gut and creating issues in joints. And inflammation, we know, is a huge problem. Inflammation in the brain. And so eating an anti-inflammatory diet, you're taking out all of the same stuff we're already talking about. The sugar, refined sugars, refined flours that can also mean gluten-free flours, which are super refined. Taking out one flour and replacing it with another super refined flour is not going to be good either. This is what is paramount to what I am understanding right now, deeply understanding for myself right now is, and I've talked about this before, but it's so true that it's overwhelming. So the idea that even if it's good, that if you do it every day, you're going to have some sort of negative potential side effect from it. You may have done some really good things. So like in talking about some people going vegan right now, which is beautiful, right? They're going to feel so much better in so many ways, spiritually, mentally, physically. Their energy is going to change. But in doing that, they're replacing their sustenance, their meat sustenance, with things like grains and legumes and nuts and seeds. This is awesome. They have lots of nutrients in them, but that will create another set of issues, inflammation and blah, 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 gut issues. But for everyone that's going paleo right now, they may resolve gut issues, but now they're going to create a whole other source of, or a whole other string of negative side effects by having so much meat. We already know what the potential side effects or issues with having too much meat is. We know this. Now, is that going to resolve gut issues? Possibly, yeah. So what's overwhelming to me is just accepting at this point, as a human being, accepting that there isn't a perfect formula. And at this point, we're all going to be having to struggle with our health like every human being has ever had to do in the history of ever. We're going to have to struggle with it every minute of every day, checking in, making sure we're balanced, making sure we're eating properly and getting the nutrients. I mean, vitamin and mineral deficiencies are profoundly epidemic right now because it's not in our food so much anymore, because we're a society that eats fast foods. We're not cooking at home as much. So knowing that you have to get these nutrients into your body, that's step one. Take the crap out. Take the processed, dangerous, dead, blah, blah, blah foods out. Put in the nutrient-dense foods, whole, healthy, preferably organic, preferably non-GMO foods, and then making sure your deficiencies are taken care of, because that's a whole nother issue. Then you've got things like heavy metal toxicity, which heavy metals are all over the place. But when I'm thinking about I've got heavy metal toxicity and trying to figure out exactly where it's coming from, part of it can be just the fact that I've been a vegan and a vegetarian at different points in my life. I'm not going to get into why I'm saying that, but the heavy metals are in some pretty pure, beautiful, wonderful places, but understanding that that's underlying a lot of people's health issues. These heavy metals in the system creates this perfect environment for infections to occur. So, we're learning that so many joint issues and arthritis, things like that, it comes from inflammation, which is coming from infections. Infections in the gut are rampant. We're all walking around with parasites, and I'm not trying to scare you, but we're all walking around with parasites and bacterial infections and viral infections that are just lying dormant until we give them the opportunity to go crazy, and we're giving them those opportunities now. And once they take over, it's a long, intentional, serious effort to actually kill them all off. This is exhausting. I know. I feel you. Please, I feel you. There isn't going to be one answer to this for anybody, for anything. And I think that what I'm trying to say right now is that we're all feeling this. We're all feeling very, very overwhelmed by the seriousness of our health care systems, our food systems, our own systems, that we're all overwhelmed by just trying to figure out how to be healthy, happy, balanced people, and we're all doing our best. So I'm just sharing with you that I think about this all day, every day, and I'm trying to figure it out so that I can offer whatever information I come to you guys. But all I'm doing is offering information that I'm uncovering that may or may not actually apply to you. And this is the reality of everything that's being said out there. There's some really amazing information being released and scientific studies and blah, 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 yes, but that might still not be the right answer for you if you don't know what these underlying layers are. So I'm giving myself permission, and I'm giving you permission to be human, to not beat ourselves up when we haven't figured it out yet, to understand that we probably will never figure it out completely, and that we'll always have to be checking in with ourselves, our intuition, our bodies, our minds, our spirits, and that this is an ongoing journey, and it's the human journey, and that's it. So I'm just letting you know I'm with you, and we're doing a good job, all of us. That's it. Be gentle with yourself. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and I'll see you next week.